Hi friend, this is Kaustav and today we are going to learn about the auto layout, and today's topic would be the dynamic width and height based on the screen size get change. That's mean in the previous episode we covered about the static width, height, static value for the leading and trailing constant and everything. So today we are going to make the leading trailing constant as static, I mean the x and y position as the static, but the width and the height of a view got dynamic, which going to change in respect to the screen size got changed. That's mean if the height increase, then the view size also get increased. If the height reduced, then the view size also get reduced. Let's go to the examples. So first, create a Xcode project. As usual, click on the iOS application app and then click on the next. Then give a name. It's dynamic width height English. Leave other things as it is and click on the next. Don't check this one and create on the desktop. Okay, so our project is created. First we go to the main.storyboard over here. So currently the display scene size is the iPhone 14 Pro, so let's change it. I select iPhone AC 3rd generation, this one, because I am going to run on the iPhone AC 3rd generations also, because this is the most smallest device I do have as a simulator right now. So first of all we need a view, so just click on this plus button and collect the view from here. Just drag it over here. Okay, fine. Now change the background color. So as you know already, the background color we can change from here. So just change it to orange color. Okay, so this is the view. Okay, so now we are giving the xy as a fixed, because we are not going to work on the x and y position as dynamic today. So giving xy as a fixed, so just control and drag over the safe area and giving leading and top constant as a fixed. Okay, so in previous tutorial what we did, we did like this, control drag and giving the width and height for our view, and this particular error have gone and this is the view start to display. But this is a fixed width or fixed height. As you can see, this height is 128 and the height is 240, but this is fixed. I am not gonna do this today, so just delete this item. What we can do, delete these two items also. Okay, so here is the concept. If we drag this item as a leading space, top space, trailing space, bottom space, if we provide all this, so this view going to be have all the component like x, y and the width height. How? Let's explain. So give a space of 10, over here also 10, this one also 10 and this one also 10. Okay, so now just see over here, this is the view and it's have a width of 375. If I give a leading space of 10 and trailing space as 10, that's mean 20 point space is reduced from the available area. So that's mean 375 minus 20, that is 355 would be the view width, and you can see the view width is 355. Similar way, the height also get calculated from the top and bottom. So from the top and the bottom, if we leave it, so rest of the thing is the height of that particular view. Now if we run this application on the iPhone AC, it's run properly. You always get a 10 points of available space as the all four side, whatever device it may run, but always get a 10 point space. Yeah, as you can see, in the iPhone AC, this view got displayed, and over here as you can see that leading, trailing and bottom have some 10 space of area, but at the top you can see that there is more space than the 10 point. So what's the purpose? Because over here it's the safe area, we have given the space in respect to the safe area. If you see over here, this is the top, so over here calculation is the view is the top, I mean the first item in which the constant get applied. Second item is the item in respect of which item it's get applied. For this one, this view got have the constraint in respect of safe area. So that's why this particular view have the some safe area buffer at the top side. So that's why it's displaying as more than 10 point of space. Same I am going to run on the iPhone 14 Pro also. Let's run it. Over here, if we compare the two things side by side, you can see leading and trailing for the iPhone 14 Pro have the same 10 point of space is left, but over here as you can see at the top and at the bottom there are more space, because in the iPhone 14 there is some notch at the top side and some bar at the bottom side. These are the unsafe areas. So in respect to the safe area, this is the 10 point space is given in respect to the safe area, so that's why it's having some extra space at the top and the bottom side. Okay, so now we can proceed with another approach. Like, to remove all the constraint for a specific view, you have to select that particular view, and over here you have to select clear constraint, because it's for the selected views and all views in the view controller. So we are not going to clear all constraint on the view controller, we are going to clear the constraint on the selected views. So that's why I am selecting these particular options. So all constraint clear right now. So there is another option which I can say, like, in respect to the safe area, I can give center horizontally, center vertically, and equal width and equal height. Now what is this mean, center equally and center vertically? That's mean I am giving a XY position. That's mean this particular orange view, I named it as a orange view to easy to understand. So that's mean the safe area center position collide with the orange view center position. It's top of one another, center of both the item on the same point. So that's why press Ctrl drag over here and always center horizontally in the safe area and center vertically in the safe area. That's mean it's centrally aligned on the safe area. Now this particular vertical line define the horizontal center alignment, and this particular line refer the center alignment throughout the vertical. Okay, so now this is for the height. So in the height constraint there is a multiplier. Over here you can see there is a multiplier like 9.70015. So what is that? Like, orange view height is in a proportion of 9.97015 with respect to the safe area height. That's mean in an easy example I can give 1:5 like that way. So that does mean if safe area have a height of total 5, then orange view's height is 1/5 of 5. So that's means safe area is total available size is 5 and the orange view have the size 1/5 of the 5. You can change it to 1.5 also, like this way, 1.5 of 5. Like this way we can handle proportionately. Similar thing is applied for the width also. Like you can see the orange view width is a multiplier proportion with the safe area width. So over here it's a 0.946667. So I change it to 1:3 say. So this is the width of the orange view right now got changed, and it's always got center aligned, as already know that orange view's center position, that is the XY, which matching the safe area center XY. So that's why you can also change it to the leading trailing also. You just need to delete it and just need to drag over here and give some leading space. That's all. Anyway, I am reverting it back. So now if I give it to run, it will show two different kind of output for the two different devices. Currently this is the display for the iPhone 14 Pro. I am giving it to run to iPhone SE also. If you compare side by side, you can understand there is a little bit of size difference. As you can see, it's happening because the width and the height of the two different devices have the two different size. So since it's a not fixed, the width and height is being calculated based on the width and height of the screen. So two different screen showing two different size UI view, because it's being calculated based on the proportion. And there is another option to set up the view size. For that we need to provide either width or height of the view. Say example, I provide the width. Okay, so just delete this particular height and provide a aspect ratio. So to provide the aspect ratio, the same thing, control drag to itself and provide the aspect ratio. So what is aspect ratio? Aspect ratio is that particular thing, like this particular view, I mean orange view's width is to orange view height, that's called aspect ratio. That's mean the ratio between the width and the height of the orange view is the aspect ratio of the orange view. So over here as you can see, this is the aspect ratio of width is to height is 5:8. If I change to 5:5, then it would be a perfect square. If I change to 5:1 height, so it would be a rectangle. Like this way we can also provide the height and width for a particular view in a dynamic approach, because width is not static, width is dependent on this particular constraint. So width got changed along with the views. So whenever view width got changed, this particular orange view width also changed, and according to the width got change of this particular orange view, height also got changed. Like this way we can also impacting the width and height size based on the screen available size. Let's run this application once again. So this is the output for the iPhone SE. Let's run it for iPhone 14 Pro. So if we compare side by side, let's see. As you can see over here also little bit of width difference you can see in a naked eye. So this happening because there is some difference between the screen size. So that's why it's happening like this way. To achieve any kind of UI, we are generally following this approach to handle any dynamic UI which support any iOS device using the auto layout. That's all for today's. If you likes my content, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. We will see you on the next episode with a new auto layout item. Till then, have a nice day. Goodbye.